ਮਾਸ ਮਾਸ ਕਰ ਮੂਰਖ ਝਗੜੇ ਗਿਆਨ ਧਿਆਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਣੈ ਕੌਣ ਮਾਸ ਕੌਣ ਸਾਧ ਕਹਾਵੈ ਕਿਸ ਮੈਂ ਪਾਪ ਸਮਾਣੇ।
ਗੁਰਮੁਖੇ ਕੂੜ ਨ ਪਾਵਈ ਸੱਚੇ ਰਤੇ ਸਚ ਪਾਏ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਜੀ। First of all, I would like to send a message out to those Singhs who are in the Sangat of groups like AKJ Anti-Jhatka, who may be new initiates into the AKJ Anti-Jhatka, or who are part of other groups where the Rahat Maryada or the beliefs or practices may differ to what you're hearing in this video. I would also like to remind you that what you're hearing in this video is less of my opinion and more references from Itihas, cross-references between Gurbani and Itihas, and extractions from Puratan Rahats. It is of course everybody's own personal choice what they believe to follow, how much research they do, and what changes they make. But I am fully aware that for those people who are new into Sikhi, this can all seem quite daunting, especially if the only exposure that you've had is within that own little sangat that you're currently experiencing, or the jatha that you've been initiated into. So sometimes it seems like that the panth is represented by your group, when in actual fact the truth is that your group is probably just a tiny percentage of the panth. Not that numbers are important, the only thing that's important is the truth. But the reason I mention this is some people start to feel isolated, and because of that they feel threatened and they feel like they're being backed into a corner, which only strengthens their bond in that group. Our benti to you is that the only bond you should be creating is between you and Guru Gobind Singh Ji, is between you and Guru Mat, is between you and the truth. I am in no terms claiming to be the authority on truth. All that I'm doing is presenting evidence research. It's for everybody to make up their own minds and decide what they choose to believe or not. Furthermore, I wouldn't expect you to believe what I say. I wouldn't want you to believe what I say. What I would hope is that you listen and make notes on the references which are being mentioned in this video, and that you go and do your own research and read those references from source yourselves. This is exactly what we hope to encourage, for people to question everybody they hear speak, and to question everything that they read, and to become koji and do their own original research. And we say this because we have complete and full confidence that when the panth wakes up and starts to do their own research, there will be ekta in the panth, because there is only one version of the truth. And Itihas, in absolute crystal clear terms, gives that one version of the truth, irrelevant of what people lead you to believe. For those Gursikhs that are listening and have done research and this makes sense to them, we'd like you to know that there is thousands of more Gursikhs out there outside of your circle who are Chardikala, Nitnemi, Khoji, Sarablohi, do masses of Naam Bhakti, do Shastra Vidya, do amazing seva in the panth. There's lots of them. They don't necessarily belong to Jathebandiyan. They may or they may not. But you should take confidence in this fact and be brave enough to find that Sangat which fits what you think is the truth. All you need to do is a heartfelt ardas to Sri Vaheguru Ji. A heartfelt benti never goes unheard. But there is a condition. Satguru helps those who help themselves. You can't just do an ardas and then sit back on your sofa and expect Panj Chardi Classings to turn up on your doorstep. If you want a Koji Sangat, if you want a Sangat that tries to follow the original practices of Gurudev, then you yourself need to become a Koji Singh. You yourself need to do Udam. You yourself need to step up. You yourself need to become that which you seek. In this way, when you make an effort, you shall absolutely receive Paramatma's blessings. We would also like to make a little point about the excellent video the Gurmat Vivek Singhs have put out there. It's very well directed, it's got great titling, it's very well presented. The Singhs are immaculately dressed. But an interesting thing is that they present their vichar as Panj Singhs, which is also nice, as this gives a message of authority, because where Panj Singhs speak, there is authority. But I would ask the Sangat to still think outside of the box. There is nothing higher than the truth. The truth is found through Khoj, through Ardas. So please don't think that just because Panj Singh are standing there presenting a coordinated version of their truth, which is based upon the founder of their Jatha, that what they're saying is in fact all truth. The truth is found in Gurbani, in Itihas and in Rahat, where all three of these align. I'm already guessing that the reply to these videos is going to be a big anti-Itihas campaign, which I've seen many a time. And these people will say that in this Granth so and so is written, which is anti-Gurmat. They may mention something about Sukha being taken. They may mention something about Devi Puja. They may mention a whole host of what is perceived as concerns. With time, we hope to present a considered approach to all of the concerns and controversies these people pull out regarding Itihas. As we said in our previous video, not everything is black and white. The beauty of Sikh Itihas is that it is also very deep, and it is written in poetical form, so it uses poetical tools such as metaphors, similes, allegorical examples. These are never considered. So please don't let these kind of discussions put you off Itihas. If it wasn't for Itihas, there would be no evidence of the Khalsa Panth. There would be no Panj Pyare. There would be no Panj Kakar. There would be no Nitnem. There would be no Rehat. There would be no amazing motivation of our Puratan Shaheeds like Pai Taru Singh, Pai Subeg Singh, Pai Shabaz Singh, Baba Deep Singh, Banda Bahadur, Baba Gurbakh Singh Nahang, Pai Bota Singh, Pai Garja Singh, and hundreds of more. Without Itihas, you would not know about these people. And it's in the same Itihas where you learn about all of these amazing shaheeds that all of our evidence is extracted from. Without Itihas, you would not know about the Qurbani of the Char Sahibzade. Without Itihas, you would not know about Guru Gobind Singh's many wars. Without Itihas, there would be no evidence of all of the many historical Gurdware in India and Pakistan. So please don't be so quick to dismiss our ocean of treasure, which is our Sikh Itihas. Okay, so back to the Gurmat Vivek video. The majority of this video is made up of what we consider to be misrepresentation of pangtiya in Gurbani. These are quoted and then a very emotive explanation is given. We will try and cover one pangti at a time in these videos to do them justice. So let's listen to the first one.
ਦਇਆ ਤੋਂ ਬਿਨਾਂ ਧਰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ। ਮਾਸ ਨਾ ਖਾਣ ਦਾ ਮੁੱਢ ਧਰਮ ਦੇ ਮੁੱਢਲੇ ਸਿਧਾਂਤ ਦਇਆ ਤੋਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਬਾਣੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਧਰਮ ਨੂੰ ਦਇਆ ਦਾ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਹੈ। ਧੌਲ ਧਰਮ ਦਇਆ ਕਾ ਪੂਤ ਸੰਤੋਖ ਥਾਪ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਜਿਨ ਸੂਤ। ਇਸ ਦਾ ਭਾਵ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਧਰਮ ਉੱਥੇ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਦਇਆ ਹੋਵੇ ਅਤੇ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਦਇਆ ਨਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਧਰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ। ਔਰੰਗਜ਼ੇਬ ਸ਼ਰਈ ਅਤੇ ਧਾਰਮਿਕ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੀ, ਪਰ ਉਸ ਪਾਸ ਦਇਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ, ਜਿਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਗੁਰਮਤ ਅਨੁਸਾਰ ਉਹ ਧਰਮੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ।
ਧੌਲ ਧਰਮ ਦਇਆ ਕਾ ਪੂਤ, ਸੰਤੋਖ ਥਾਪੇ ਰਖਿਆ ਜਿਨੀ ਸੂਤੇ। Dharam is indeed the putter of Daya, because the manifestation of Dharam in itself throughout the yugs, throughout the ages, has been that of justice. The need for justice exists because of the oppression of the poor and the meek and the downtrodden. He says, where there's no Daya, there cannot be Dharam. Of course, this is right. He further gives an example of Auranga and says that Auranga was a Sharia Panthi. So basically somebody who was strong in following the Rahat of his Dharam. The Rahat is a foundation, as the Sharia is a foundation, for one to live a life according to basic rules of Dharam. But it is just the foundation stone. Upon this foundation stone needs to be built bhakti, but also karam. There's no point being strong in Rahat if you can't make a difference in this world, if you can't help others, if you can't teach others, if you can't make a positive contribution to society. So of course we agree with this point.
ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਜੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਵਿੱਚ ਦਇਆ ਨਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਤਾਂ ਸਮਝੋ ਕਿ ਉਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਧਰਮ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ। ਖਾਣ ਵਾਲਾ ਮਾਸ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਦਇਆ ਨੂੰ ਤਿਲਾਂਜਲੀ ਦੇਣੀ ਪੈਂਦੀ ਹੈ। ਜਾਨਵਰ ਦੀ ਬੇਰਹਿਮੀ ਨਾਲ ਹੱਤਿਆ ਕੀਤੇ ਬਗੈਰ ਕਦੇ ਵੀ ਮਾਸ ਹਾਸਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ। ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਦਇਆ ਦਾ ਤਕਾਜ਼ਾ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਿੱਖ ਮਾਸ ਨਾ ਖਾਵੇ।
But then unfortunately he makes a grave mistake. He makes an absolutely pathetic connection between those people who eat mass and being a dharmi. So basically he's accusing Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Guru Angad Dev Ji, Guru Amar Das Ji, Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, and millions of Khalsa Singhs over the last 300 years of not being dharmi. There are many references in many different itihasic granths, unedited, of Guru Gobind Singh doing Jhatka, of the Khalsa doing Jhatka, of them hunting, of them eating their hunt. The Rahats say this, the Itihas says this. So does this make our Gurus and our Puratan Khalsa adharmi? In my personal view, that's a very scandalous statement to make, a very dangerous statement to make. Furthermore, the Panthak Rahat Maryada, which Akhand Kirtani Jatha claim to follow, clearly says that kutta mass is the only mass which cannot be eaten. Now, although Akhand Kirtani Jatha will give their own definition of kutta mass taken from Bhai Randir Singh, the definition given by the actual Rahat which exists is that kutta mass is mass killed in the Islamic manner, i.e. slit the throat and bled to death. The alternative to this is a jhatka, where an animal is killed instantaneously. This can be through shikar, this can be with a bullet, this can be with an arrow, this can be with decapitation. The point of jhatka is that the animal is killed instantly and does not suffer any pain. Now here's the funny thing. Jhatka in itself ensures Daya. In the video, the Singh says that the animals are killed in beremi. When Jhatka is performed, an animal is not killed mercilessly. It does not suffer extreme pain. The only reason these people say this is because they've had no personal experience of Jhatka. They themselves have never Jhatka'd an animal. They've never been present when it's happened. They don't know the process. They don't know how the animal is kept beforehand. They don't know how the animal is calmed. They don't know how the animal is distracted at the point of a jhatka. They don't know the science behind the fact that when the head is instantly separated from the body, the animal is dead. These people think that the reflexes they see of the muscles twitching because the nerves are still firing is something to do with the animal being alive and feeling pain. The head is separated from the body. What you see is just a continuous reaction of the nerves. This is an absolutely basic fact known by mankind for hundreds and thousands of years. But this just shows how out of touch we are with the animal kingdom, with nature, with our own surroundings, with our own food. To demonstrate the point that you can't call those who eat mass adharmi, please read the following sakhi. There are many sakhiyas in our itihas, but this sakhi absolutely cannot be disputed. It appears consistently in many itihasic granths, but the earliest one being one called Amarnama. Amarnama is an eyewitness account from Guru Gobind Singh's own Darbari Tadi, whose name was Nath Mal. He gives an account of the last days of Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji at Nanded. And in this account, it clearly shows that Guru Gobind Singh requested the Khalsa to jhatka all of Banda Bahadur's goats, his pet goats. So going by this Singh's definition, he is saying that Guru Gobind Singh is a dharmi. He is saying that the Satkar Jog Singhs that were surrounding our Guru and supporting our Guru at that time were adharmi. According to this Singh, Madhu Das, who attacked Guru Gobind Singh when he found out that his pet goats had been killed because he was a fanatical vegetarian, according to this Singh, Madhu Das, before meeting Guru Gobind Singh, was dharmi.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਦਇਆ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲਾ ਹੈ, ਜਿਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਸ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਦਇਆਲ ਹੈ। ਸਿੱਖ ਦਇਆਲ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਅੱਗੇ ਦਇਆ ਦੀ ਭੀਖ ਮੰਗਦਾ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਨਾਨਾ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਰੀ ਬੇਨਤੀਆਂ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ।
He also says ਕਿ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਦਇਆ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਉਸका ਨਾਮ ਦਇਆਲ ਹੈ। Yes, we agree. We agree with Paramatma and Satguru's definition of daya, not with his. How can on one hand he say that an animal being killed in
Beremi
is not daya, knowing the Khalsa kill animals instantaneously, yet in Paramatma's natural world, animals who are hunted by predators are killed in a way many people, especially these, would consider mercilessly. To us, there is no cruelty in the animal world. Everything in nature is perfect. If a bunch of wild dogs on the Serengeti plains hunts an antelope, how is that antelope killed? Some of the dogs will hold the front leg, some of the dogs will hold the back legs. One of the dogs will go and bite the nose and the mouth of the antelope. They will pull it down. The other dogs will rip open his stomach and start eating it alive. Does that fit the definition of daya of Paramatma that this person is claiming? It certainly fits our definition. Paramatma is dayavan, and all life exists in a circle. For one thing to live, another thing must die. Everything is connected. If you compare how a jhatkad animal is instantly killed without even having the slightest inclination that it's about to be killed, being absolutely calm, compared to what you would see in the natural world, there's a massive difference. If anything, this person should do more research, should study the natural world, should watch National Geographic, Animal Planet, maybe get a cable TV subscription, not all TV is bad, and learn something about the way the world really works. Then maybe he should meet some Nahang Singhs, go to Hazur Sahib, Nanded. I'm not sure if these people have ever been there. They're in for a massive shock if they go. And he should be present during a jhatka. The times to go are special occasions like Diwali, Hola Mahalla, Dussehra, Vaisakhi, and he and his friends will be blessed to see what Daya actually is compared to the natural world.
ਪਰ ਜੇ ਉਹ ਆਪ ਕਿਸੇ ਜੀਵ ਤੇ ਦਇਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦਾ ਅਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਾਰ ਕੇ ਖਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਪਾਸੋਂ ਦਇਆ ਦੀ ਭੀਖ ਨਾ ਮੰਗੇ.
He then says, ਜੇ ਆਪ ਕਿਸੇ ਜੀ ਤੇ ਦਇਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦਾ. He uses the word ji or jeev. Now this is another big misinterpretation of Gurmukhi and Gurmat. These people use the word jeev just to refer to animals. The word jeev refers to life. Life includes plants. In the 84 lakh cycle, the Atma is born as animal but also as plant. So these people pick and choose the application of certain words, which is a little bit dishonest.
ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਲੂਕ ਉਹ ਹੋਰਨਾਂ ਜੀਵਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਕਰੂਗਾ ਉਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਲੂਕ ਹੀ ਉਸ ਨਾਲ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਨੇ ਕਰਨਾ. ਸੋ ਮਾਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਖਾਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ.
He then says, ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਲੂਕ ਉਹ ਜਾਨਵਰਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਕਰੂਗਾ ਉਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਹੀ ਸਲੂਕ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਕਰੂਗਾ. The Khalsa has killed an animal in the most peaceful, unpainful way possible. So if his words hold true, when the time of our death arrives, if we were to die so quickly and so peacefully, surely that would be a blessing. How many of you have seen a relative die with your own eyes? How many of you have seen a relative die in hospital? How many of you seen a relative suffer? Compare that to any of the Jhatka videos which you see on the internet. What suffered more? The goat in a fraction of a second when it didn't even know his head was coming off? Or that relative that had pain in his eyes, that had fear in his eyes, who was already missing his family that he knew he would not see again in a few moments' time? The Khalsa are soldiers. The ultimate dream for any Khalsa is to die in battle. So if in battle a Khalsa dies instantaneously, surely that's a blessing. Surely the Khalsa should not be taught to be afraid to die. The tactics these people seem to be using are the missionary Abrahamic tactics of putting fear into people. So by putting fear into you, that if you kill an animal, you may die a painful death. They're trying to force you to not partake in Jhatka Mas, in that food which is parvan to you, which is allowable to you. Avare baas na nahe prabh, dharam yudh ke chaye. Guru Gobind Singh Ji says, I have no other reason to exist other than to wage righteous war. Why would the Khalsa be scared of slaughtering an animal in mercy, with compassion, instantly? If anything, Jhatka teaches the Khalsa a very practical and real world version of Daya, because Jhatka teaches you to end an animal's life instantaneously. And so the same would be in the old days in the battlefield. The Khalsa had the skill to do Jhatka on the battlefield. Evidence of this is found in Gursoba Granth written by Kavi Senapati. Evidence of this is found in Sri Dasam Granth Sahib Ji. Just read up on the wars of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Much detail is given, and there are amazing accounts of various types of Jhatka occurring on the battlefield. Enemies are killed instantly. Even in war, the Khalsa has Daya. But that skill of Daya has been learnt and has been maintained and is executed because Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji gave this maryada to the Khalsa. Everything that these people say will end up getting turned on his head, because Guru Gobind Singh's wisdom cannot be challenged. It cannot be changed. With this, we end part 2 of our response. Polan di khema saad sangat ji. Vaheguru ji ka khalsa, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਜੀ।